Yo, what is up, everybody? Well, welcome back to another video, man. I guess this is the part 2 after he microbladed his hair, and now it says he got surgery for his balding. Zach did it. The Try Guys, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new, man. We're about to see what happens, man. We're about to see what happens.
Now the robots stuff begins.
We'll be doing robotic hair restoration for the hairline.
By far the boldest thing I've ever done with my hair.
It's crazy.
think
It's
I
just
would
like
do this.
one day for me to just get over this thing that has been silently eating away at me for years.
After I seen what happened with Fousey too, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do this. Why not just be bald? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll just be bald.
Oh my god, my face.
You look awful.
Thank you.
And then over the course of the day, I'm like, am I crazy or is my head turning into a blueberry?
This is just, like, literally, if I try and smile, this is what it looks like. And smile, this is what it looks like.
Thumbnail, y'all. That does not look good for him. Why is his face like that?
I'm getting hair restoration surgery.
This is the first thing that really bothers me, is that it's just going back.
I really debated a lot about whether to make these videos or not. I wasn't going to. I just said, you know what? This is just a thing for me. This is my personal life, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fix it. I don't know, it felt weird to do this and to try and hide it. We share so much of our lives with you that to hide this would feel so hypocritical. If doing my hair that day gets me excited and makes me feel good, I wanna do that. But if I don't wanna do my hair that day, I wanna also do that.
So when I was looking at Barber Surgeons Guild, because of the robotic technology that they had, that's when I knew that that would put his hair concerns at rest, because your concern was surgery and your other concern was scarring.
I'm hoping that through this video you can understand why I'm doing it and why I felt this was a necessary step in my life, but also that if this is something that you're struggling with or you have similar anxieties, that you know that there are options, and hopefully these 2 videos can show you what those options are.
We sort of break things here into 2 different categories. Like, what can we do to stop hair loss? And then what can we do to bring hair back that's already lost? You know, to bring hair back that's already lost, that's restoration. So as a rule of thumb for guys, what we want to do is, kind of average the distance between chin and nose and brows to hairlines. Also raise your eyebrows all the way up. I never want to get really about a centimeter too close to that future highest crease. It'll look funny down the road.
For me, you recommended, was it zone 1 restoration?
Yeah, so frontal, hairline, temples, edges, we call them. So we'll draw it out together, moving individual hair follicles from here to here to add more density.
And that's kind of reconstructing the hairline.
That's reconstructing things, yeah, and giving you more natural hairs there, more volume you can work with, and defining things.
The thing that drives me crazy is I like put my hair here, but then sometimes there's like a line, there's like a little triangle between the bottom of my hair.
I think the best thing to do for you is we kind of take this central line and we just kind of bring this down a little bit over to here, and we reestablish these angles. The most important thing to keep in mind is this is a hairline that we're committing to, not just for now, but for when you're older, because these are permanent hairs that we're moving. So we don't want to make it inappropriate looking as you age. We want to keep it.
What would inappropriate be?
Well, I mean, like, you don't want to go and make a 16-year-old hairline and be an 85-year-old guy.
I don't want to look the way I looked when I was a kid, because I was not, I was an awkward looking kid. So it was haircut day, the day before the procedure. He said we're going high and tight, and I just found out how high and how tight we're going. Oh my, wow.
So first you're gonna come in the day before, and we're gonna do our pre-procedure haircut and style consultation with one of our stylists. So we'll take the back and side short, and then you get an opportunity to chat with one of our stylists too about the hairline, kind of bring some thoughts to the table in the morning.
So your challenge is like, you have to make it high enough for the surgery, but you don't want it to look stupid.
Yeah, I want to give you a wearable hair.
He got a tattoo of a door on his arm? What's that about?
Whoa. Whoa, that's different.
Whoa. Hey, all right.
It's very different.
That is a tight fade.
Yeah.
With that and your new glasses, you look like your name is Zachariah.
Very hipster.
You live in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Wow, my goodness.
Rugrat?
So what's the benefit of acting proactively versus waiting until it's something you can't ignore anymore?
The longer you wait, the more you lose. First, it's gonna save you a lot of money. Second, you're not gonna change your look so dramatically.
A lot of people in their head, they're like, I'll just wait until it gets worse and worse and worse and then do something
yeah,
about
for
it.
me, I've tried to ignore
The
it.
thing is, when you do a procedure, it really does take 6 months to a year to really appreciate the final results from it and enjoy those benefits. We always encourage people, let's do something, stop the progression of hair loss.
Holy hipster Moses. I just look like a totally different person. I think it's the hair plus the glasses. Like I look like the guy at a party who's telling you why gentrification is good and also bad. I look like I brew my own kombucha. I look like I want you to know why I listen to vinyl and only vinyl. I look like I traded in my car for a fixed gear bike. This is something to work with and I do think it'll grow in more naturally. I do think this is definitely better than being bald. And you know, they were trying to give me a haircut that I could, you know, achieves what they need to achieve for the surgery, but I can, you know, wear and grow into. I'm nervous for tomorrow. I don't know, it's all so much more real now.
Why is... I know balding for men can be scary. I mean, women is probably scary too. It probably doesn't happen as often, but being bald is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's all about confidence, you know what I'm saying? Embrace it, you know what I mean? Own it, you know? Like if I ever have to go bald one day, I'm gonna go bald. It's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Can't hold on to every little thing, you know what I'm saying? Stages in life, you know what I'm saying?
Now that I have this haircut, it is crazy. Like this is by far the boldest thing I've ever done with my hair. I'm just gonna go forward confidently and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'll see you tomorrow. So we're here. It's the day of the procedure. I don't know, there's really nothing more to say. Let's just do it, I guess, right?
Good to see you again, man.
Yeah, likewise.
All right. So we've done a few things for you already and you're looking great. So today what we're doing is we're going to be using the robot, taking some of these hairs back here and filling in this area of thinning up here.
Okay.
The procedure starts pretty early in the morning. You arrive between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. We start the planning. That takes us about a half an hour. We're going to draw things out together, take a bunch of measurements, take into consideration if you talk to the stylist the day before, and we're going to make a plan. I don't want to change your look too much. I just want to give you a lot of density. Change this roundedness and give it a little bit more of an angular sort of look. Could always go lower later. You can't go higher. Let's draw it out, splitting the difference and see how it looks.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little more conservative because I still wanna be me.
This is what we propose.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me.
All right, we have a plan.
We got a plan.
So I'm just drawing a box back here that the doctor's gonna numb where we're gonna get the hair from.
Why do you need it short?
For the robot to recognize it. The robot needs it between 1 millimeter and 1.3 millimeters.
The robot's not that smart yet.
That makes it smart because it can recognize it shorter than we can.
Are you lint rolling my head?
I'm hair rolling your hair.
At that point, we give you what we call the hookah. It's our nitrous oxide machine. That's an on-demand system.
So the pain level is low, and I'm gonna be able to just drive myself home after this.
The way we do it, yes, the nice thing about using the nitrous is a very short half-life, so it's very quickly acting very quickly out of your system. All right, once you start feeling that a little bit, I'm gonna start with the numbing injections. This is really the worst part of the day, okay? And it's super quick. Okay. So just focus on this vibration here. It's gonna help distract the nerves. The same nerves that respond to pain respond to vibration. There's a little bit of adrenaline mixed in with this numbing fluid.
That's why I'm feeling hyped up right now.
If you're feeling a little bit, yeah, exactly.
Okay, because I didn't have any caffeine today, and I feel hyped the fuck up.
All right, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna let that soak in there for about 5 minutes.
So that was the tough part.
That's the tough part, that's it. So if you feel anything sharp throughout this process, you have to let me know, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, I won't know, and I'll just keep going. I will be making the new hair pores.
You're making new pores?
New pores for the hair, so that's a manual process. Little tiny millimeter little pores everywhere. And that, you're not gonna feel a thing.
So is he just like stabbing little holes in my head right now?
That's what it kind of looks like, yeah.
So you do this manually.
Yes.
And then the robot
Gets us the hair.
That's so crazy. I've recently started doing acupuncture. Is it like that?
It's less painful than acupuncture because it's all numb. You're not gonna feel a thing.
You notice we always call it procedure. Dr. Rome doesn't even like to
bleeding
call
like
it
crazy.
surgery, the S word, because it's so non-invasive.
It's not like there's no
You're
stitches.
awake the whole
Yeah.
time.
I've always been like, when am I gonna have a month to not be on camera to recover.
We treat a lot of people that are on camera performers within 7 to 9 days. Generally, anyone can be back on camera after this.
What's going on over here? Oh, a mistake.
He's bleeding like he's in a WWE match.
You don't think that's awesome? Look how cool that is.
Okay, let me just look at it again with the perspective of, wow, how cool. Wow, I mean, yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna really watch. Oh my god. When you think of hair restoration, you think of the horrible plugs or like toupees from the 70s.
Back in the day, oh man, the surgeries were totally crazy. I mean, things that you would do if you really wanted hair. First of all, there's no hair transplants. So they would do these, basically put like a breast implant under your skin.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, you were walking around for months with a giant implant. Yeah, then the plugs came out. The hair plugs were this procedure where, you know, you take these big punches of 5-6 millimeter punches and put in, and it never really looked good, right? And after that, this procedure came out called the strip procedure, commonly known as follicular unit transplant, or FUT.
So that is, they take hair from the back and then you put it other places.
Yeah, they take hair and skin, like a big cut,
Like a
chunk
long
it out,
strip of skin,
either
ear to
staple
ear.
it, yeah, staple it closed or suture it closed. You're left with a big scar, pain after the procedure, numbness that can last, you know, sometimes forever because you cut the nerves that travel up this way. And then around the 90s, what we call follicular unit transplant, one hair at a time came out. From there, now we're doing robotics, robotic FUE. What they were doing in the 90s, doing one at a time with a little punch, we're using a robot with artificial intelligence and algorithms that could help us identify and scan the hair. So it's come quite a long way.
It's weird to say, but this is a totally pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Am I allowed to like stretch and bend over? If I bend over, will like blood shoot out
No,
from
you
my
can
head?
stretch out. So this looks awesome, man.
Sick.
I'm really happy with the way it looks.
I love how enthusiastic you guys are. Like every time they do
looks
something
good.
good, they're like, oh yeah, this looks really good.
So you can see here, all the new sites are created. Here's a
can
part
see it.
to the right. The pattern kind of goes like this, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't bad at all. It was very pleasant. I'm almost woozy just because I've just been like pseudo napping, and I was told that was the bad part. So I feel like that was worse for you watching than it was for me
It was hard to watch.
experiencing it. Now the robots stuff begins. But first I'm gonna go pee, because I am literally an 80-year-old man. All right, so we're doing it?
We're doing it. You're gonna feel some pressure at first and then it'll release, okay?
Okay.
So the robot is going to start harvesting the hairs one at a time, and we'll be taking each hair out that the robot frees and elevates.
Is it doing it?
Yes.
Whoa. I feel nothing.
What's the robot doing?
Good.
Oh my
Actually kind of
god.
feels nice.
It's actually the first surgical robot in the world, not even just for hair, that uses true artificial intelligence. So it's actually autonomously moving and making its own decisions in real time based on how we set our parameters. So as the robot's harvesting, what you see on the screen are a few different things. First, you see some green dots. It's the robot tagging and identifying and counting all the hair follicles. So it gives us a live read of essentially how many hair follicles there are. Those green circles represent the next move. And then there's a purple circle, which is 2 moves ahead. Blue circles represent a blocked out radius, how much of an area we want to block off from any hair that it takes.
I basically just monitor Chappie to make sure that he doesn't go too close to each other when he's punching, because I can move my hand and he can pretty much just go for it.
If you're taking hairs from the back of my head, I'm not gonna look thin in the back of my
No,
head
because
now?
remember we said that you need 50% of the hair loss here before you start seeing thinning. So at the same time here, I would have to take 50% of these hairs before it looks thin there. With one procedure, I don't know, maybe I take 5-8% of the hairs back there. It's not
You said
significant.
5%?
5% to 10%.
That's all it takes.
To 10, for a procedure like this, not more than that. Then what we do is we take them and then we examine them under the microscope, make sure they have every component that they need to be successful for growth. And then we take those hairs after we examine them, and then we mix it with this ATP solution. That's adenosine triphosphate, basically energy for hair to help increase survivability of the hairs. And since I already made the hair pores, the new recipient sites this morning, then we go and put those right back in.
Ooh, I had a crazy night with Chappie. I swear it is so soothing.
This is
We've been working really
insane.
hard.
This is
and
crazy.
This is kind of like a much needed break for me. So now you guys are taking my little hairs and you're putting them in the holes in my head. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then what keeps them there?
Your blood kind of.
Why they blur that? I wanna see it.
And acts like glue.
I guess it's
and
too
holds them
bloody.
until it figures out that it's the same DNA as the rest of your body, and then it starts the healing process.
Oh, so if you put someone else's hair follicles in my head, would my body reject it?
Yeah, it would definitely reject it and push it back out.
Also, I've just been like crushing emails. I've been texting the rest of the guys. I've just been like hanging out.
So the benefits of robotic FUE versus obviously the strip, in my opinion, is number one, no scar. There's no pain after this procedure. I've done thousands of these. We just get such accurate reads of the hair follicles. We could identify exactly what we want to get.
So there's like thousands upon thousands of men out there in the world who have done millions of men.
Oh yeah. This is the most common considered cosmetic or aesthetic procedure for men. All right, so this is what I turned your blood into.
What are you talking about? My blood's not yellow. That looks like you peed in a syringe. You're basically just putting blood back on top of my head.
You can think of this as like fertilizer, essentially.
I will think of it as fertilizer atop my supple head.
All right, so I'm just gonna unwrap you here and finish cleaning you up.
It's crazy. It's just like one day for me to just get over this thing that has been silently eating away at me for years. I'm grateful that I finally mustered the courage to confront this.
His head is so
something about it.
swollen.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
Not a problem.
I appreciate it. This was, oh yeah. This was a pleasure.
Hold on.
After I leave, he mustered the courage to
Look how big his head is. Oh my God. He looked like that guy, the blue guy from Megamind.
confront this and to do something about it. Hey, thank you guys so much.
Not a problem.
I appreciate it. This was
When did he do this? Because I want to see the end result.
After I leave here, there's a lifestyle change as well, right?
So you made that first step. So now you want to maintain that. So as your hair starts to grow back and gets thicker and fuller, start changing the products you use. Change the way you look at the products.
So from when you do the restoration for the hairs to kind of grow back full and strong, that's about a 12-month journey.
Yeah, so after a few months, they'll just begin to grow out. And this really takes about a year before the final results come in.
The day after the surgery, back in the office. Do you guys want to see my scalp?
Yes.
Kinda.
I want to see your brains.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, how about that? The back looks the back one more time. I like the back. Wow, it's got the most.
Guys,
So recovery was relatively easy, pretty painless. All these crazy looking scabs. They gave me this antibacterial cream that I rubbed gently on the back of my head. But a few days in, I did notice that my face was getting, puffy. Oh my God, my face. It's day 3. And I'm realizing that maybe I should have iced my face more.
maybe you should have just went bald. What? They was injecting all kinds of stuff into your head, pulling stuff out of your head, putting stuff back into your head. Of course your head's gonna blow up. What do you mean? What do you...
Apparently with inflammation,
slobbered on myself.
once you got it, you just gotta wait.
It's tough.
So this is my face for the next few days. So I'm taking Bowie on his walk. I'm out in the world and just trying to pretend that I don't look totally crazy. Looks like someone beat the shit out of me. So over the next couple days, my face continues to swell until I am totally and completely unrecognizable. Hello.
Oh my God.
I am 4 days post-op, and I woke up this morning and I was like, I wonder if my swelling's gotten better. It hasn't. I look crazy. I look like my face got stung by 100 bees. I'm definitely super self-conscious when I go out in public. I just went to like pick up a salad and I just kind of kept my head down the whole time because I just don't know. This is just, like literally if I try and smile, this is what it looks like. Is it sadder in person?
Space
Oh my
Jam.
God, it's so much worse. It's so much worse. Are you, does it hurt? You look awful.
Thank you. So Maggie is convincing me to take off my sweatpants and get out into the world. So I'm trying to just gently comb. Now I look like a dad on vacation. The weirdest thing is like throughout the whole week, I looked like a real human. I just didn't look like me. Like that guy exists somewhere in the world. It's
true.
His name's probably Bobby. It's my first time out in the world, so I'm just documenting that I kind of look almost normal.
Yeah, your face is really growing on me. I mean, I know it's growing on you, literally, but it's growing on me.
I am 1 week post-op. My face swelling is almost entirely gone, and now every morning I get to soak my head in a towel. Back of the head looks good. And now these are all gonna fall out. What do you think? This is your first time seeing it in person.
It looks incredible. Not only that, but from a distance when you were walking, I thought you were a different person.
Wow.
I fucking love it, bro.
I said this before in another interview, but I would not have done this without you, so thank you. Then we get to think about what hairstyles we want to do.
I know.
Did he do it?
That's what I'm excited for.
I am so happy that I did this, and I'm so psyched and amped to see what it's gonna look like 6 months down the road. This whole journey has really allowed me to own something that has been weighing down on me so negatively for so long. Instead of it controlling me, now I'm controlling it. I am excited to have my hair back and to be able to do things with it. And yeah, I'll probably have some days where I just let it go. Honestly, I just want to do the messy look. That's my dream. If I could just like hashtag wake up like this, ugh.
Right. Can't get that Eugene hair, man. Is that the end of the video? Got a few more minutes, man. That was... Would y'all do that? That was intense. I hope I took that subscribe button off. Put the subscribe button back on. Man, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new, man. That was... I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. I would just be bald. Like... Just be bald. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be bald and are successful and look good. Like, just be bald. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we let society dictate too much of who we are, how we act, what we look like. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll see y'all on the next one. Flippity flop.